Hi everyone. Today I want to go over the two main enemies in your life. One we know, which is the devil and all his little minions, and of course, like anybody that he sends in your life to try to throw you off track, and of course ourselves, because we ourselves could be our own enemies. Don't mind Darla in the background; she's playing with her toy. In 2 Samuel chapter 22, verse 18, it says, He delivered me from my strong enemy, from those who hated me, for they were too strong for me. God's always going to be on our side. He's always fighting for us. And He gives us a way to fight with the armor of God. And the sword of the Spirit being the word, we need to stay in it because it tells us how to handle our enemies. First off, the armor of God is going to help in the spiritual fight. And then you have then in Matthew chapter 5, verse 43 through 48, Jesus tells us how to handle our enemy. So we need to take that information and really put it in our lives, like actually use it. Pray for your enemy, bless them that curse you, say a prayer for them. Because remember, if in Proverbs 22:21, it says that if your enemy's hungry, give him bread. If he's thirsty, give him water, paraphrasing. And in so doing, you'll heap burning coals on fire on their head, and the Lord will reward you. Because remember, vengeance is the Lord. He can do it better anyways. So in their confusion with you being nice and you just not acting out like that, then maybe they will see God in you, in your behaviors, and it's going to plant a seed that God can work with. And so you never know who you're actually helping when you are not acting like your enemy. Also, to take control of that too is be mindful of the company that you keep, because bad company corrupts good morals, and being unequally yoked is really going to hurt you in the long run. Trust me, I know. And so you want to see what their fruit is like. And if they are not willing to repent, if they're not willing to turn their life to Jesus, set up a boundary ASAP. Now, in order to handle the enemy that looks at you in the mirror, we need to surrender our lives daily, like it says in Luke chapter 9, verse 23. We have to continually give over everything to the Lord, surrender it daily. And we have to renew our mind, such as Romans 12:2, Ephesians 4:23, Titus 3:5, Colossians 3:2. And we definitely have to give over our hearts to the Lord. Our hearts are deceitful above all else. So, like in Proverbs 4:23 says, keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life. And the Lord searches our hearts and tests our minds. Give every man according to his ways, according to the fruits of his deeds. So what we listen to in life, what we watch, what we hear, what we read, it's all storing up. It's what we're holding dear. We start acting like it's a treasure. And Jesus says, for where your treasure is, there your heart will also be. So we need to clean out our heart daily and repent and get rid of the things that we store in it. And what shall we say then? If God is for us, who can be against us? God bless.